Damn, the benches were messing up the budget that much? That's crazy. And they've taken the benches out of the subway for some reason. Hi, Jeremy. Benches were removed from stations to prevent the homeless from sleeping on them. We have inconvenienced you and made the station more inaccessible to the pregnant, disabled, and elderly, but you must understand that lets us inflict further misery on people without homes. Aha! They have like a real tough decision to make at the government place. They're like, on one side we could make more shelters and stuff for homeless people. On one side we could remove the benches. Yes, let's do that one. And then they like promote the guy that suggested it or something. But that's what we'd be looking at. Murdered by Words, where there's the comebacks, insults, and you put them together and people die. No one dies, but you're murdered by words. You get the picture. Enjoy. Maybe some mothers are toxic because they are burnt out from doing it all alone because of absent fathers. Sorry I abuse you, honey, but I was just so mad about your dad leaving, and you see, I had to take it out on someone close to me instead of going to therapy to manage my anger like a normal human being. So, you see, it's really not my fault. Love you, hun. Kisses. Yeah, no, I think it sucks when a guy walks out like that and does that, but you can't blame that on abusing your child. If you want to find who rules the world, look at who you can't insult. Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Children with Down syndrome. If you insult a child with Down syndrome, everyone will hate you. Confirmed, children with Down syndrome rule the world. I mean, it's true. If you insult a child with Down syndrome, you're an awful human. So, does that mean they rule the world? We cannot encourage people to make more money in unemployment than they do in employment. Gee, I wonder why giving people enough to live on comes out to more than minimum wage. I've dated over 100 women aged 18 to 36 in the last 25 years. Okay. When I look back at all of them, I wish I had spent 100% of that time working on myself. I'd be richer, more skilled, and fulfilled. Women are a distraction until you achieve personal satisfaction. Have you ever taken a step back to think about why over 100 women decided to leave you for something better? Or you left them? Either way, you went through like, what, one every 3 months? That's not like good, I don't think. Then I guess you got the argument of like, it could be good. He might have enjoyed that 3 months time. They could have all enjoyed the 3 months, but then he just like mutually broke up with all 100. I don't know how I meant it. It's probably not good. You know, you're going through a lot of relations. Whatever, man. You do what you want to do. The useless crypto rely on speculation only. It's a mere gambling, not currency. Not worthy of having. Gold, silver, and US dollars are traded globally. That's speculative too, isn't it? Gold is something you can see, wear, touch. Unlike crypto, that is an illusion. Worthless, unproductive, and fraudulent. Well, it's pretty ironic that a pastor is requiring tangible proof of something's existence. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, you can tell he didn't reply to that one. 1 star. An arrogant staff who believes they can belittle customers for not wearing their masks to their personal standard and specifications. The lunatic server with a quarter-size holes in his ears thought it was his duty to remind me to wear my mask properly for the 3 steps to my table, despite the mask being in place and secured. He said if I didn't like the rules, I could leave. So we did. Keep it up, blank. Earhole boy just earned you a permanent ban. Oh no. And then the owner replied, sir, when I asked you to put on your mask that you were holding up to your face, not properly or secure, you threw a fit and then wore it around your eyes and walked around to make a scene, then threw it down and said, are you happy now? As I stated, we don't make the rules. The health department does, and I don't need your disrespect. By the way, I'm not the server, I'm the owner. Have a blessed day. Sincerely, Earhole boy. The thing is with these, I always think, you know, they're probably made up stories, but then you realize they're probably not made up stories, and because they're so specific, and this guy probably was an adult who had a fit in a restaurant because I don't want to wear a mask. Why? Bro, you're like 50 years old, man. 3,447 deaths in Florida, 21 million population, so 0.000164114% death rate. Of these deaths, around half are pre-existing health conditions, nursing home and assisting living, so 0.0000821% death rate. Those are facts. What you're spreading is fear. Hashtag wear a mask, hashtag you got an agenda. And then we fact check tweets replies, 3,447 is 0.0164% of 21 million, Jason. It's never a good idea taking on a professional fact checker. You're also wrong about death rate, which is calculated as deaths per population times 100,000, which for Florida is 16.414. Math isn't your best subject, buddy. That's a great argument, isn't it? Just, they were gonna die anyway. They had a pre-existing health condition. Like, you could have diabetes, like 7 years old and say, you had a pre-existing health condition. I'm pretty sure you can live pretty long with a pre-existing health condition. Who remembers Rod Serling and the Twilight Zone? Imagine, if you will, a virus so dangerous, so contagious, so deadly, you have to be tested to know you have it. Well, I was a carrier for infectious mononucleosis, or mono, the kissing disease. Didn't realize it until I infected 2 girlfriends in the same year. It only affects about 25% of the people it infects, but those affected are seriously ill for 1 to 2 months. I had no symptoms, but got tested after my now wife was out with the same bug that took out my ex-girlfriend. Yeah, I don't think people understand. Just because you're not like laying in a bed coughing blood and whatever, that you're not sick. Like, you could still have something, like cancer. You don't see that until it's too late sometimes. That's the worst thing. Jimmy Carr says, I'm in Hagsund, or Hagsund, birthplace of Marilyn Monroe's dad. If your city has a weaker claim to fame, let me know. And this guy replies, yeah, Alsworth, home of Jimmy Carr. To be fair, he would probably find that really funny. My custom abortion hoops came in and I am screaming. You've got, okay, fair enough. I can't have children of my own, and this makes me sick. Oh, well, maybe you can get custom hoops that say infertile or something. I don't know. Wow. Cilento, the guy that we saw in yesterday's video, says Kobe Bryant was a planned killing, just like they tried to get me. I dodged the ambush, don't trust nobody, this is a big dirty industry. And then he gets a reply, Cilento, I'll be honest bro, you whipped a nay-nade and now absolutely no one knows who you are bro. And I know you're gonna read this because you get no Twitter interactions, so speak back. Yo, he got ratioed hard as well. I'm sure he did read that. Yeah, most of the directors control what the previs is. It's another tool like storyboarding. All previs from the Guardians movies is based on my storyboards. Marvel hires lower directors who've only done a few films and promises them ability to make their own future films if they agree to make a Marvel film that they have no control over. In fact, they barely direct, as the familiar crew usually do it like on any TV show. James Gunn, the director of Marvel films, says, thanks for the inside information on the job that I have and you do not. Twitter is quite a thing sometimes. It's like going into a surgery room and you're like, whoa, don't be doing that. I think I know more about surgery than you do. I'll have you know, I did watch a video a couple of times on YouTube that they did a surgery and that doesn't look like you're doing it right. The surgeon who's studied for 20 years is just like, yeah, sure, we're just gonna put you under now. If you want $15 minimum wage, don't complain when your Taco Bell order costs $38 for a burrito. Yo, the most expensive Taco Bell burrito in Washington, D.C., where the minimum wage is already $15, costs $3.79. Yeah. Robin Hood is honestly the most underrated DC superhero. Aside from everyone else in the Justice League, he probably is the one that's the most mentally stable. This gotta be a troll, right? Bro, that's Peter Pan. Yeah, and they're talking about the Green Arrow, not Robin Hood. And they posted it in r/Robin Hood, the trading. MySpace Tom says, people keep asking, so I'll say it. fear over Instagram's terms of change is ridiculous. Get real, folks. Says the guy that was not able to keep a social network alive. Yeah, says the guy who sold MySpace in 2005 for $580 million, while you slave away hoping for half a day off. Oh, I mean, you can't argue with that, right? Hi, blank. How are things going today? And then got ignored. Maybe give a guy a chance and you wouldn't be on this site for, what, at least 3 years now? SMH, your women are something else. SMH. Well, if you say so. Notice how when I came off as kind of a douche to you, you responded, but when I was a gentleman, didn't want to even give me the time of day, lol. Okay. I would also react more to someone peeing on my leg at Target than I would to someone just trying to chat me up in the checkout aisle, but it wouldn't be good attention. Some of my JPL friends told me SpaceX cuts tons of corners, and that's why you see a lot of catastrophic failures. They may just be salty, but SpaceX seems to have a lot more of these issues than competitors. Wait, competitors land rockets? Yeah, I don't think they have any competitors right now. I think Jeff Bezos might be trying to do something, but they're nowhere near. I'll tell you who is a competitor though. You got Elon Musk, and then you got Jeff Bezos, and then you got me. We're not close yet, but we can get close if you subscribe and click another video. You know, the more you click, the more we'll be close to those multi-billion-dollar levels. Maybe if you click enough, I'm sure it would get there, but subscribe, thanks.